What's up, you guys? Okay, let me just light my candle. My candle. Um, wow, that really changed everything. Mwahaha. No, I'm just fucking around. Okay, so guys, let's just take in that energy. I'll just keep it there. Today I pretty much wanted to talk about where Occult Cat TV is going because I've had so many ups and downs lately that honestly I'm just gonna say fuck it and I'm gonna go full force into Occult Cat TV. I have other channels as well. I make a lot of different content and I'm always constantly studying and working on myself. So just want to give you guys some wisdom, some information, and as well where this channel is kind of going from now on. Okay, so as for me, what's up, you guys? My name is, you can call me O'Shea, you can call me Cool Cat, or you can call me Atanu. As well, I work for Black Dragon Paranormal, or I'm with them doing rituals, invocations, and making content for them. If you want to hit me up on my services, you can either go through my Instagram, Occult Cat TV, or whatever. So I'm someone that, for myself, I want to say about I'm lit, sorry guys. About 6 years ago, okay, about 7 years ago, I went through a spiritual awakening that in a sense brought me here, brought me to this path more consciously. I want to say unconsciously. I've been walking this path since about high school. Or in a sense 2012. I think that's when a lot of people started to wake up and go through this consciousness shift or conscious shift. And this started in high school. I'd always defend Lucifer, and I'd hear people talk shit about him or say this or that, or like Lucifer is the devil, and I'd just be like, I remember having conversation with my mom. She's like, oh no, Lucifer's bad, da da da, this that. But I'm like, Lucifer's the smartest angel. So how can he be bad if in a sense he was created to be the smartest angel? And back then that really got me to think, why did I even defend Lucifer? I honestly didn't defend anything and I was atheist. So that really had me question and wonder why I was thinking these thoughts. Because as well in high school, I was reading, I didn't really read the Satanic Bible, but I had friends that read it. And I loved demons and demonic imagery just because it looked cool. Baphomet looks cool. I don't know why people are afraid of that. At some point, I started to become afraid of Baphomet, but that was only because other people demonized it. I started to become insecure because I was going through a spiritual awakening. I didn't know what I was going through. I thought that I was hurting myself. At some point with this imagery, and with these things, I'm like, why is it dark? Why did I like dark things? And then I started to kind of fight myself a little bit because I liked these things, but I started to think that they were bad. And then later on, when I started to really wake up, I realized that they weren't. That they're honestly mostly just demonized. The occult and these images of demons and this and that, they're just demonized. The word demon isn't even a real word. Isn't really what they are or what we call them. Such as like Lucifer. Well, one, Lucifer's not a demon. He's demonic, but that's because he went about those transmutations. 444. Through through what I know about Lucifer, after working with him so many years, is that the moment Lucifer fell, Lucifer descended, or in a sense, the light or the light bearer, he went into his subconscious mind, or he went into the subconscious, and from going, which is the darkness, he fell from heaven. He left heaven, went into his subconscious mind, which is, when you close your eyes, what is it? It's an abyss of nothingness. It's darkness. It's blackness. It's. I'm scared. No, I'm joking. But it's just nothing. So it's similar with like Lucifer. He fell from heaven into the darkness, the chaos, the abyss, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And from facing his darkness, from meeting with it, he created a new form of himself, which was his shadow. Like you see what's behind me right now, right? I am not that, but that is me. See, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm casting the shadow because that is my shadow. Watch it just do it like its own thing. That'd be trippy as fuck. That'd scare me out. No, I'm fucking around. But that's just shadowmancy. Or the manipulation of your shadow through your astral body to create images, this and that. Crowley talked about how he's able to do that, but as well, advanced shadow magic is using your shadow to link into someone else's, which is, people called him the beast or whatever, just because he'd do this. He knew the astral so well, and back then it was more free, you could say, because now it's like a lot of this energy is chained up, so we have to do so much work within ourselves that we have to liberate it in order to connect all those things. But person was walking, right? As they're walking, he steps into their path, their shadow, and from being in their shadow, being an advanced magician, he can manipulate their shadow, and then they fell. And then from these things, he was known as this and that, and so all these things are feared. We fear these things, but they're normal. They're real. And I think that's what makes it kind of so dumb that people demonize these things, or that Christians or other people or religions will go out of their way. Like, I had someone drop a fucking comment like, "Oh, I banish these energies in the fucking name of Yeshua." Like, what the fuck does that even mean? What energies are you banishing? What are you trying to banish? What are you trying to do? Because if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, you're not doing anything. So, one, as a person, as a practitioner that is balanced, that works in, well, the left-hand path, but as well, people don't even realize what the left-hand path is or what the right-hand path is. Left-hand path is just alchemies. Right-hand path is, or white magic and black magic. White magic is doing magic for others and helping them out, healing, this and that. But black magic is doing the internal work, is working on yourself. And when I see people that leave comments, which it was only one person, but that shows how ignorant they are within themselves, that they don't even know that the path that I walk is the same as Yeshua, is the same as Christ, is that energy, is the Christ consciousness. We're all walking in that light when we choose to be. So this person doesn't even realize that they were led to my video so that they could actually learn a greater understanding of reality. I don't claim that I know everything, but I've done a lot of work. I've done a lot of meditation. I've worked with a lot of different beings to understand, to gain a greater understanding of myself, first of all. So to know that I don't need to leave comments like that in anyone's fucking shit, and then as well gain a greater understanding of the universe. Because the more, like, I think people like that are just afraid. Because the less you know of something, the more afraid you are of it. But people don't realize that when you're afraid of something, you give it energy. So by that person being afraid or trying to banish or do this or that, they're coming onto my channel bringing their bullshit. So no, they gonna get fucked up. Because if you catch me in the astral streets, me, Belial, Lucifer, we will rail you down, dog. Don't even fuck with that. Don't even come at me with that shit. Okay. That's not to my viewers. That's just to fucking people who would even watch this video that try to attack me, make attacks on me, try to banish this energy and stuff like that. I work with Qliphothic forces. I work, which is demonic, jinn, Lucifer, Satan, but as well, I work with the light. I am the light. I work with angels, Hanael. I work with Michael, Metatron. I love Metatron. I have a picture of Metatron up there. So don't act like I'm just some fucking satanic sheep. Because you're just being a Christian sheep. There's no difference. If you praise your God, Allah, or this being or whatever the fuck like that, you can be, yeah, sure, be subservient to it. You're doing it. You're doing the universe's just work in favor, right? But you're not realizing that something else is controlling you. I don't walk a path like that. The path that I walk, I control myself. I am my own being. I work under Lucifer. I work under Satan. I work under the angels. But as well, they know, as I know, I am my own being. I am source. I am a creator being. So from that, I will create what I desire. What I desire is your destruction for that person that left that ignorant comment. Because you're going to start to understand what reality truly is. Because for my viewers, for my, I hate the fucking word follower, for people that just tune in to these videos and learn from it and grow, I embrace you guys with abundance, wisdom, knowledge, light, evolution, growth, source. This is what I wish for you guys. I'm someone that has been through so much pain and anguish. I don't give a fuck about my haters, guys. I'm going to keep creating content. I'm going to keep pushing forward. And what I'm bringing forth is source, is the highest aspect of evolutionary growth that we can try to attain. And that's why I'm teaching you guys. That's why for me, I'm learning. I've already learned. I want to be a teacher. I want to be a liberator of humanity. Every time I don't teach, every time I don't do the work and I do all this stuff, that's when my life falls to shit. It's not because of Lucifer. It's not because of Enki. It's not because of Horus. It's not because of demons or angels. It is because of myself, because I bullshit myself at times. And I need to work on myself. I need to become more and this is what I've been doing, is becoming more organized. Balancing myself, balancing my mind so that I'm less whatever it might be. And as well, lately I've been studying and working on Kabbalah. I've been studying the Sephiroth or the Tree of Life, and as well its tunnels, and trying to understand it overall for what it is. As I've been walking the Qliphoth, I entered into the Qliphoth four years ago. 4? No, it's probably been 3. About 3 years ago. I didn't know what I was doing. I just know that I was led into it, and I started to walk it. For myself, I became lost. I stopped understanding or knowing what I was going through. I always knew that I was walking a path, but I didn't understand or know what this path was, because it's the path. Nobody knows what your path looks like. I don't know what your path looks like, just like you don't know what my path looks like. But all I can give you is the experiences, 444, the knowledge, or actually it's 144, and the wisdom. So that you guys can grow and better yourself. I'm not perfect. I fucked up a lot on this path, But no matter what, the universe keeps snapping me back into position, and I'm here to teach. I'm here to show you guys that this path is not dark. It is not scary. What you have to do is fully go within. What you have to do is fully go within and know who you are. You have to go within and know that everything is coming to you is what is meant. And as this comes to you, as this information, this knowledge, the events come to you, embrace them. Don't be afraid. Don't run from your path. I did that first off. And that did not help me at all, to run from my path. I had everything coming to me. I was like, well, what is this? This is so weird. This is so scary. I'm getting exactly what I need. I mean, the information, the wisdom, the events, they're all lining up. But I ran away because I thought it would be better. But what I'm saying is, as someone that ran away from my path only to come back, to come back, to come back. Not that I'm forced, but that I choose to come back to this path over and over again, is that sometimes I feel that I'm lost. But then I do the work, I put in the effort, and then I realize I'm not lost. There's just a bigger picture, and I'm uncovering more of it every day, every time I meditate, every time I choose to go out of myself, and I choose to embrace what I see, what I think, what I feel. A lot of people are afraid of their path. And I think that that's maybe why that people don't step into who they truly are, is because they're afraid of that. They're afraid of their true nature, because it's so alien. It's so different. But the moment we meet that being, we realize that we are it, that our higher self is our true self, that we are our true self. That's when we're at a new level of thinking. That's when we're at a new level and being of who we are, because we're not wondering, we're not letting things drag us around. I used to play video games all the time. Two, after that, because I never knew my purpose, I was constantly searching and trying to find something, and I didn't know what it was, so I caved to drugs. I caved to constantly taking myself out this world through video games, or just watching anime all the time, or just like food, or just all these things that you can kind of do to distract yourself. I was distracting myself. I was numbing myself. And then it took like after like, say, in my high school years, I was like playing a lot of video games, this and that, just hanging out with friends. But after, when I started going into my college years, it seemed as if everything was shifting to the point that I couldn't really cope with a lot of it. And so these things that I thought were all bad that were happening to me were actually good. I stopped wanting to play video games all the time. I started focusing on myself and wanting to progress. I went to the gym. I did all these things, or started doing all these things, to grow, to progress, and to evolve. And there's been so many times where I'll do that for months, even up to a year. And then after that, just a month straight, 2 months straight, I'll fall and I'll stop doing those things. And I'll wonder why I'm even here. Why do I exist? What my purpose is, when I have all the things around me that are showing me who I am and what my purpose is. And that's why I need to continue to walk this path. I need to continue to make these videos. I need to continue to study and meditate regularly. And because for me, when I don't continue these things, I get off put. And when I'm not balanced, I fall this way to the left, I fall that way to the right, and I keep teetering until I finally get back on my path and I become balanced in who I am. And when I'm balanced, life continues on, and I can see life from more clarity. and I can embrace it. But at the same time, sometimes when I feel that when I'm unbalanced and I'm trying to I feel when I'm unbalanced and I'm trying to better my life and I'm teetering, I think that in that teetering that I can't better my life until I get balanced, and then I spend so long trying to be balanced that once I'm balanced, I realized that all that pain that I was suffering or what I was going through, that imbalance is actually just to balance me, and that I could use that. I can use that chaos. I can use that destruction in my life in order to recreate, and from that creation, balance. It's not until sometimes that we go through this hell, that we go through this pain, that we actually understand what we're going through, or why we're going through it, or it took that pain to actually push us forward, to progress, and to actually create. So embrace the pain, guys. Embrace the sorrow, embrace the destruction, but at the same time, embrace life, embrace living, because it isn't until we're brought to our knees, until we're brought to that sorrow of whatever it might be, the loss of a lover, or the loss of a friend, or the loss within ourselves of an aspect that we thought was true, but it was merely an illusion. No matter what, we have to walk the path. We have to embrace what's meant for us, and we have to progress. And through progressing, evolving, and as well creating, we become our greatest version. Create on the astrals within your mind, create with your thoughts, your vibration, your imagination. All these things are what creates your life, or creates the feeling you have inside. All these things create who you are. And with that, I want to say that I will be making videos on Kabbalah or Tree of Life, Qliphoth, divination, and just the occult. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it I hope it helped you guys out. I hope it helped you guys to progress. It wasn't as informative as I'd like, but this was to just tell you guys of what's coming, and that I'm gonna teach, Kundalini, meditation, divination, all these things to help us build a foundation for the occult, and then as well to ascend and propel in our ascent. So with that, have an amazing day, family. Peace. Occult Cat out.